So, for this storytime video disclaimer, I don't want any motherfuckers to say I'm a liar or anything like that. And if you think I'm lying about any of this, you can go ahead and hop off my motherfucking channel and do something else with your life, because I don't have the motherfucking time to deal with you immature bitches, okay? But today we're gonna talk about my time when I was raped, sexual assault, whatever you want to call it. So let's just go ahead and dive in, right? Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know my name, well, you should by now. Um, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, and let's get on with my storytime video. So let's get into detail, girl. It was May 17th, and my best friend at the time was throwing me a birthday party. And, because she knew that she wouldn't have any money by the time, my birthday came around. She wouldn't have any money, so she thought, you know what, I'll just, we'll do the party now. And it was me, and my friend, and then our best guy friend, and we went out to dinner, and we went to Walmart and picked up some vodka. I mean, everything was going great, and we went back to the apartment and danced, like a mini rave and everything, and everything was going great. And me and this guy, we got in bed with each other, and I asked him, because I felt so lonely, I said, well, can I cuddle you? And he was like, why are you asking me that? And I said, well, because I didn't want to get punched in the face, that's why. Because he was straight. Or I thought so, anyways. And he said, yeah, no problem, come over here. And we cuddled, and then a threesome kind of happened. Don't judge me, because I'll judge you right back, motherfucker. But there was absolutely no penetration for me. No penetration. So, after this, good, amazing couple of hours, and what me and this guy did together, I had gotten a message on my phone from this guy that me and my girlfriend, slash best friend at the time, were talking to for months and months and months. And she was like, you know what, let's bring him over here so we can get dirt out of him, because I wanted to expose him. And I'm not that kind of shady rap bitch to expose people, but I knew there was just something that wasn't just right with him, and things weren't adding up. He would make up different names every time we talk. First his name would be Tyler, and then it would be Daniel, and it's just stupid. And so she was like, you know what, let him come over, and I had begged our friend at the time to, stay, and I was like, listen, dude, like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, like, defend myself, because I know shit's about to go down for real. And he was like, you know what, call me if anything happens, I'll be on my way. As soon as he walked out, of course, this fucking motherfucker walked in. And he walked in, and he already had a cocky attitude. And I just didn't... And to begin with, I didn't even have good vibes about it in the first place. So, I was just like, how worse could this get? And little did I know, it got even worse. So, long story short, I made him a drink or whatever, and we were dancing and having fun, and, it was just like a really good time. Up until my best friend went to the bathroom, and I was stuck with this shithead. And he got up, he got out of the couch, or got off the couch, and he showed me his erection, and he was like, oh, your friend is making me so turned on right now. And I was just thinking, for one, you're here for me, you're not here for her, and this is my birthday party, so it didn't make sense. And that led into a much bigger argument, and I don't know what happened, but I guess I had walked away for a second, and I left my drink there. And I walked into the bedroom for a second to change something. I was changing into a onesie, I think. Yeah. Because I was wearing one onesie, and then I was like, I want to wear the other one. And my drink was still out there with him. And I came back, and me and him just started bickering and fighting. And I said, well, you know what? My ex looks like a fucking god compared to you. Because he knew my ex to like a T. And we just got into an argument, and he slipped something in my drink. And as I'm like carrying my drink, and like I've done like took it down my throat because I just wanted it to be over with. I didn't want to think about what was next or anything. I wanted him gone. So I went ahead and I texted my friend. I said, well, you know what? Come into the room alone, because as I was walking to the room, I passed her because she came out of the bathroom and she had like no idea what was going on. She knew that there was some bickering going on because the apartment was pretty small, so I mean you could hear every fucking word. And I went into the bedroom and I slammed the door and I texted her to come here alone, and she came in and then he followed her. And yeah, that's just how it always fucking happens, right? And I was like, you know what? At this point, I've called so many people, I've texted so many people asking me, hey, come pick me up and this and that, whatnot, and so forth. I wasn't going to just hide my emotions if he was in the room or not. So I said, you know what? You need to make him leave. And she said no. And at that point, I questioned our relationship. You know, the one person that I could trust and everything, I didn't understand it. And I remember just passing out. And then I had woke up and I turned over and all I seen was tattoos. And I said, okay, well, she's in bed with me. So I get up. I'm still a bit drunk and I'm still a little bit, I was drunk and hungover at the same time. Which, you guys know, it's the fucking worst. And I got up and my onesie that I wore to bed was completely undone. And I thought, well, that's odd. I got out of bed and my onesie was completely undone. Like, it was just undone. And I'm walking out of the bedroom going to the bathroom, which is like right across the hall. And I turned over and I was like, okay. First of all, my best friend is not God and can't be at two places at once. So I was like, you know what, it's too much thinking. It's fucking like 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm not even going to stress about it. And I went to the bathroom. I took off the onesie to use it and everything. And you know that feeling when you've been penetrated? When you've had sex with somebody. And as I said before, I didn't have sex with our best friend. I know there was no penetration. And, you know, you sit down and you feel it. You know that something had happened. You know that you've been penetrated. And I went to wipe and I was bleeding and whatnot. And I was like, oh, great. And I went back into the room and I found out that I had slept with the devil. It killed me. It really fucking did. I didn't know what to think or how to act. And then I was like, you know what, it's time for you to leave, I said. And then he was like, well, I can't find my wallet. And it was out in the parking lot for some fucking reason. He probably lied about that too. Because he's just a narcissistic bitch like that. And she was so excited and everything because she had gotten so much dirt off of this guy. Talking to like 200 people a day, guys and women, you know, oh, I want to hook up and I want a marriage and this and that. All the gooey goo shit I heard from him. But little did she know what happened that night. And I think she was trying to cheer me up. She knew I was upset, but I don't think she knew what I was upset about. And she took me to the park. You know, she really did everything she could to put me in higher spirits. And I mean, let's I'm not proud of this, but I downed like a bottle, and I downed pretty much 2 bottles of vodka. And I was doing okay, and then all of a sudden I just passed the fuck out. And I knew that I was drugged, because you just know, and once you've been in therapy so long and the hospitals in and out, I was drugged. And he leaves, and she's trying to make it a best day, and it wasn't the best day because she didn't know what happened. And I just kind of went along with it, and by the time I was sober enough to drive home, of course it was around rush hour, because we all just love fucking rush hour, that I literally drove home with no music, and I felt dead inside, because I felt like, wow, a part of me that was so pure has been taken away from me. And I felt so weak. And by the time I got home, I started just writing. I just started writing songs about the night. How it was so good in the beginning and then ended so wrongly. And it hurts to even think about it now, but to know that he's in a bad place or whatnot makes me feel a little bit better. I don't care if you guys hate on that. If you've been through this experience, then you'd know. If you know that your rapist or abuser or whatever was going through a tough time, you would sit back and laugh at them. And that's exactly what I was doing, because I felt like, karma has finally caught up with you. And it did. And it broke my heart even more, knowing that the fact that the guy that I had been talking to for 10 months lied to my face the entire time. And I'm not the one to fall in love so fast, but I fell in love with him madly. And I went home that night, and I had written a song called Devil's Fool. And I was so depressed, I felt like I lost everything, my self-esteem, everything. And that's the real shitty part about being abused. Because you can feel so confident at times, but you just lose it all. And that's really sad. And I don't know what maybe wanted to do this video. Maybe it was for Kesha, or maybe it was just for myself. But I didn't feel like crying anymore, because I cried over him enough that I felt like I was at the breaking point of where I'm done. And that's it. And it happened, and I can't do anything about it. And after a couple of weeks that I settled down a little bit, I would say, he kept messaging me, and I ignored him. And about a year or so, I confronted him, and of course, like any fucking coward would, they would deny it. And that is exactly what he did. And he was full of so much guilt that you knew it was just real. And then I had to go into a major surgery because of what he did. And I've been through a lot of surgeries, and the fact that I had to go through this one surgery because of him didn't make anything better on my life. I was really depressed and sad and alone, and I thought, I'm never gonna meet anybody else that wants to deal with me. It's just terrible. And I felt like I had no sex life. Not that I have sex all the time, because I don't. I rarely have sex anywhere. It's don't even get me started. But each time I think about it, it's like a constant reminder of what he did to me. And each time somebody wants to, let's go on a date and do a little bit something more after that, they don't understand what I had been through. And even if I explain it to them, they don't stop. But I want you guys to know that if you've been, sexually assaulted or abused or whatever, that there are people like me out there that care about you and that want to give you a big ass hug because it is hard to deal with alone. But there are people that you can call and email or whatever that can help you. And I want to be one of those people to help you. You know, I'm not going to shed a tear over this motherfucker. And you guys can go on and call me fake and that I'm lying or whatever, but I know it happened. And I'm completely fine with what happened. Do I forgive him? Not right now. Maybe, a little later down the road, I'll forgive him. But right now, no. You are a coward. You know exactly who you are. And if you're watching this, all I have to say is good luck. Because you've really fucked up your life. So that's it. I'm gonna end the video like that because I don't feel like talking about this bastard anymore. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have been sexually assaulted or molested or anything like that, please let me know or call one of the numbers that I have listed down in the description below. Don't try to fight it. Let it come out, because if you let it come out with talking to somebody, the pain is gonna go away. The memories aren't, but the pain is gonna go away. It makes everything better. And just like this video if you enjoyed, and share it with all your friends. And I love you guys. Until the next video, I'll see you soon.